Hello, this is Niev with the Rainbow Cauldron, and I am doing the full moon reading for January the 15th. Moon is in Cancer, excuse me, um, and I did not do last month's full moon reading, and I apologize for that. It was just smack dab in the middle of the holidays, and it just never got the time. So we skipped last month's full moon reading, and here is this month's. And as you can see, the camera is facing a different angle than what it used to face. Uh, if you saw the weekly video, I talked about that. I did some redecorating or rearranging rather in my office and was able to set up the camera so that it faced this way so that you will see the cards upright in the same position that I see them. And over here I have some moon incense going, and right here I have a dark blue candle, which is what I always use for um, full moon readings. And okay, so oh, and this is an amethyst geode with a sodalite on top, just for some calming energy. All right, and let's get to it. The first three cards will be from the full moon to the new moon, and then the next three cards will be from the new moon to the next full moon. All right, and the first card is Samhain, which is actually the moon. And then two of earth, three of fire, and then from the new moon to the next full moon, the path, which is actually the hermit. Move these up just a little bit. All right, and Beltana, which is the lovers, and finally the 10 of water. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm seeing three cards that have a lot to do with the unknown, uncertainty, and inner reflection. So this is kind of a month where there's going to be some looking into ourselves and really contemplating things in our lives, and a lot of self-reflection is what we're seeing here. And I'm also noticing the parallels between the two of earth and Beltana over here, the lovers. With the two of earth, we're seeing a balance, and when we say twos have to do with balance, coming together, that sort of energy. And in the lovers, or Beltana, Beltana is the holiday, the Sabbath on May 1st. It's also called May Day. And I always like to think of Beltana as kind of the pagan Valentine's Day, even though Valentine's Day has pagan roots in itself. But Beltana has so much to do with love and God and goddess coming together that I've always kind of viewed it as the pagan Valentine's Day. And so, here we have two, and then over here is two coming together, even though this is a six. So, but also with the love aspect, we see that same thing here with the three of fire, because this is Venus, the goddess, and of course she has to do with love. And the planet Venus is so fiery and dramatic and stormy that I always kind of viewed this card as, a passionate sort of love, maybe even lustful. And threes have a lot to do with teamwork. So, which is funny because here in the path, which is the Hermit, it's quite the opposite of teamwork, and this is finding your own way, straying off the established path and finding your own way to do things. Um, okay, so we start off the month with Samhain, which is in regular tarot decks, this is the moon. So the moon card represents mystery and the unknown, and that's shown with the Sabbath Samhain, which has to do with in the mythology is the god entering the other world, and um, which is funny because this card represents the other world also. So I find that also very interesting. It almost feels like it comes full circle because this is entering the other world, the unknown, and then here again we have entering the other world. So basically it starts off with a a lot of unknowns. Things are not being known to us right now. Things are up in the air. And we move down here where we have the two of Earth. And as I said, this really represents a balance between water and earth. And it's very feminine because water and earth are both feminine elements. So we have maybe a coming together, um, maybe some feminine energy is what I kind of feel from this. Um, um, it's possibly working with a partner a little bit. Earth has a lot to do with work and the mundane parts of our lives. So we start off unknown and we move to possibly working with a partner or keeping a balance in our lives. And we come down here to the Three of Fire, which is attraction, coming together. Um, there's a bit of a lustful energy here, um, and a teamwork. And that's maybe what we get here is trying to balance something. And both of these cards are very feminine. So I kind of, I feel like there's a lot of female energy here, and maybe it's indicating working with women or working with some sort of feminine energy. But then we enter the new moon, and we have the path here, and the path has to do with um, really going your own way. So we're separating from this teamwork that we're feeling here and just kind of having some inner reflection, thinking back and reassessing situations. And then we come over here with Beltana, and I feel like we've come back together. Um, it, it's a lot of like loving energy. So it may be a romantic situation, but maybe not. It, coming together, teamwork, being alone, and then coming together again with a partner. And and then we kind of end with the same energies we started with. And this, except it's a little different with Samhain, it's total unknown and mystery. But with the Ten of Water here, this represents the other world, and the other world is an unknown for us, but we've reached the end and we have to actually do something. The people here have come, they've traveled to the center here of this fork in the road, and there's nowhere else for them to go. So they have to, they have to do something about it. And I also noticed that there's three here, and that's that teamwork energy again that we have from here. So maybe there's a possible conflict with these people, and that it's something that you don't know how it's going to work, but you have to find a way to make it work. And that's the energies I feel from that. Okay, so that's this month's full moon reading. I hope it was insightful for you. It has a lot to do with inner reflection um, and working with a team, coming together, and really finding purpose, finding your view, really. This is a very individual card surrounded by these teamwork cards, so it's kind of a conflict of doing what you want versus going along with the team, and that seems to be the energy we're getting this month. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching.